It's the morning after another pathetic performance. Well, first of all, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of weeks since my last video, but nothing's changed. 2 international breaks and nothing has changed. We're still shit. And this time it's even worse. Back-to-back 3-0 defeats. 3-0. Opposition 3, Liverpool 0. We've not scored a goal for back-to-back Premier Leagues. 12 games in, 6 wins and 6 losses. You know, the last time a team has ever had this record was probably Ange Postecoglou with Tottenham in his first season. No draws. You either win or you lose. That's what's happening with us now. And this time we lost to Nottingham Forest again. We lost last season 1-0 in a shock loss. Last night was no shock loss. Last night was a deserved loss. For the first 30 minutes, we really actually played good. We created chances. Salah was taking corners. We were searching for that first goal, that opening goal. So there was optimism in that first 30 minutes. But the moment we conceded that first goal, and yes, there was controversy. I don't care what PGML says, they were wrong. But once the first goal was counted as a goal, that's where fragile Liverpool showed up and was shattered into pieces. Because from there on, there was no cohesion. There was no commitment to 50-50s. Everybody was just stationary. There was no pressing. Nottingham Forest, once they got the goal, they started pressing. There was no change in tactics. Players became non-existent. Once again, only Dominic Szoboszlai can say that he can hold his head up high and say he was the best player, because he was. Isak was non-existent. Cody Gakpo, he tried, but couldn't get anything done. Salah, after the 30-minute mark, after we conceded the first goal, he was non-existent either. Kirkis, what happened to the best left back in the Premier League last season? How does he go from the best left back in the Premier League last season to a Hungarian Alberto Moreno? How does that happen? On the right back position, there's no Conor Bradley, there's no Jeremy Frimpong, they're both injured. I get that. So poor Dominic Szoboszlai has to play right back. Curtis Jones, to be fair, I think he was decent. He and Dominic Szoboszlai were rotating within the right back positions, so I think it was okay. McAllister, he tried. That bullet hitter, very unfortunate that we couldn't get the equalizer. There was no Wirtz. I found out later on that he was actually injured, so that's why he was not even in the starting lineup. But our centre back partnership of Van Dijk and Konate, I'm not sure if I can blame them for the performance for the match, because when I think about it, when I really think about it, the way we conceded the 3 goals, was there anything that Van Dijk and Konate could have done about it? I'm not sure. I mean, the jury's out. You guys watching out there, please comment. Just leave a comment and say state your case whether Van Dijk and Konate were decent or were they poor. But one person who was poor was our manager, Arne Slot. Again, there were points in the match where I saw 2 banks of 5. 5 in the defensive half, 5 in our offensive half, and it's like 2 straight lines with nobody to be the playmaker, the conductor, the connector. It was 2 straight lines. Nobody was being the guy in the middle to connect the two lines. How do you expect Liverpool to play free-flowing football when it's two straight lines? Who came up with that? Who came up with that system where you play two straight lines of 5? How does that work? There's no system. That you look back to all the Liverpool teams in the past, whether it's under Jurgen Klopp or Brendan Rodgers, even under Roy Hodgson, there's no system in Liverpool that you will see at any point in Liverpool's games. You will see two straight lines of 5 and nobody connecting in the middle, because it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. You leave so much space in between the two lines, and the opposition is ready to intercept the ball. It's so clear and obvious, and Slot is refusing to change that. In fact, why did the coaching team even come up with that system? Last season, there was no such system where there's two lines. Seriously, last season, Arne Slot, he just tweaked Jurgen Klopp's formation, and we were good. We were excellent. We were off and running. We had a winning streak of 18 games. Granted, after we won the Premier League, we kind of relaxed. Yeah, okay, fine. We lost because we already won the league. That's cool. So why are you changing the system? Is it because you want to fit in the new signings? You got so many attacking players that you just leave the defense bare. And to compensate for that, you create two stupid lines. Two stupid lines. That just makes no sense whatsoever. That's what frustrates me. That's what frustrated me watching that match. Watching the match, watching the match with other fellow Liverpool supporters here in Singapore. And while I'm at it, you know, I'm sure Liverpool fans in the Merseyside are frustrated. Some of them left Anfield before the full-time whistle, and you know what? I don't blame them one bit. But it's not just the local Liverpool fans that are frustrated. And the players and the coaching staff really need to think about this. Liverpool Football Club, it's not just a locally supported club. It's a global club. Fans like me from Singapore go to wherever, go to the pubs, wherever that host the game, that live screens and live streams the games through proper channels, of course. And we stay up past midnight to support Liverpool as a community outside of Liverpool. You know, there's a 7-hour difference between or even now because it's daylight savings, there's a 7 or 8 hour difference between UK and Singapore. And yet I see fans in Singapore gather together, sitting in a pub together and watching the games, supporting Liverpool through thick and thin. You know, I see the local channels, you know, like I'm just going to call out, just going to shout out a few Liverpool channels like the RANT, like the COP TV, Anfield Agenda, you know, and of course DR Sports with some Liverpool personalities in there. They watch the game at their own time zone, so they have a chance to react instantly. But for international fans like us, where the time difference is so far apart, you know, we watch the games in the wee hours in the morning, and it's hard for us to react straight away. You know, so that's why my reactions videos come so late. But because we still support Liverpool, we love supporting Liverpool. We are Liverpool all the way. So it's not just the Liverpool fans in England that are disappointed. Fans worldwide are disappointed as well. Which reminds me, it's not a surprise that people are now calling for Arne Slot's job, because this has been a mess, and there's no escape this time. There's no more, as AGT once said, credit in the bank. The bank balance is 0 for Arne Slot. No more credit. This is the last straw. This genuinely is the last straw. And I hate saying it because Arne Slot in his first season won the Premier League for Liverpool. The 20th league title for Liverpool. So how do you go from the defending champions to this shambolic mess? Even when Jurgen Klopp won the Premier League for Liverpool during the 2019-2020 season, in the Roadrunner season, even though we the subsequent season we crashed and burned, albeit through because our current captain Virgil van Dijk was injured for the whole season and we had no centre backs, we still found a way to finish third. Now looking at this season, 12 games in, I already have 6 losses. We lost half the games that we played, and we are in 11th. We are 11th, maybe even lower. I don't know, because Newcastle just beat City. I don't know how that impacts the league table. We're probably lower than 11th. How, even rival fans are saying that they still believe Liverpool can finish top 4. I'm not sure anymore. Yes, we're 12 games in, but look at the form that we're playing. Do you expect us to finish in the top 4? Arne Slot has changed nothing. So, does that mean his time is up? There's so many questions, and there's no answers. Not from the fans. There are some fans whose decision is make clear, Slot out. Some says, you know what, I trust him to change and turn things around. Some are really divided because we don't know where we're going from here. So my response is like this. I'm one of those fans that do not know, that really sit on the fence because I don't know whether to say Slot out or not. I'm worried that this form continues. West Ham is the next league game is against West Ham, and to my recollection, I think they just drawn with Bournemouth. But it doesn't matter. It's West Ham away, and with the way we're playing, West Ham might have a field day with us. If that really happens, then I have to really start thinking, Slot out. Forget the January transfers, because there were rumors about Antoine Semenyo and Mark Gahey coming to Liverpool. I don't even give a shit about that. What's the point of having those transfers when the coaching staff is not going to be creating a system to have a system to even fit to where our current players can't even fit in that system. But the system is not suitable for the players, and the players do not suit the system. What's the point of bringing in more players? What's the point of bringing Mark Gahey and Antoine Semenyo into the team? There's no identity. The Klopp identity is gone. Arne Slot has removed Jurgen Klopp's identity of Liverpool because he wants to create his own, and I get that, but there's no identity. It's one thing as the new manager or the new head coach or whatever shit term you want to call it. It's one thing to go in and establish your identity. It's another thing to remove the previous manager's identity in the club and not showing your own. Slot is not showing his identity at Liverpool. Even if he is, no one gets it. No one gets it. The passing is just take last night's match for example. The passing is horrendous. Everybody's running into each other. There's no decisiveness. 50-50 balls and nobody's committing to it. If the identity is shambolic, if Slot is trying to create an identity right now, the identity is shambolic, and we don't need shambolic. especially when we are the defending champions. Is this how we defend? Is this how we try to retain the Premier League title? Let me say this right now. The season's already over. The Premier League title defense gone. No chance. And even if by some miracle, by some extreme miracle, that we somehow retain the title, maybe for the first time, I'm saying that it's not convincing. It will not be convincing. That's how crazy it is. Like that, even if by some miracle we retain the title, it is not a convincing title intention, because we are not showing the mantle of champions. It's one thing to win the Premier League title, it's another thing to defend it, and we cannot defend it properly. We need to do something. Anything. If the players think that they know better than the coaching staff, if the players think that they can come up with a system better than what Arne Slot is doing, if they have to stage a revolt, if the inmates have to run the asylum so that Liverpool can get back to the winning ways, you know what? I'll take it. By all means, go ahead. Because right now Slot has no identity. Let's face it, Slot has no identity. If the players have to run the place, do it. Because right now I don't know where Liverpool's going. And we've been through this, and this club as a whole, supporting this club, we've been through this before. We've been through periods where nothing's going our way, and we sucked. Think back to Brendan Rodgers. The 2 seasons after we finished second, he was horrendous. Liverpool were horrendous. Jurgen Klopp has his bad spells as well. We couldn't defend the title, and we finished third. And the season after we won the domestic cup double, where we were chasing for a quadruple, everything fell apart. Actually, there's a reason for that season. Everything fell apart because the players did not have a chance to rest. And now this is Slot's problem. Now Slot has this problem. But Slot's why people try to put this on Slot or scrutinize Arne Slot is because Liverpool just won the Premier League title in his first season, and now this collapse is happening. What does it take to stop the collapse? I don't know. Do we sack Arne Slot and bring in a new manager? Do the players, do the inmates have to run the asylum without the wardens? This is a crossroads right now. Liverpool are at this crossroads, and it's never happened. No, sorry, I take that back. I was going to say it's never happened this early in the season. It has happened this early in the season before, but it's never happened this early in the season with the caliber of Arne Slot, who again brought success and won the Premier League with Liverpool in his first season. See, in my opinion, Arne Slot is better than Brendan Rodgers. I don't care what anyone says. Arne Slot is better than Brendan Rodgers. So for Arne Slot to perform in the Brendan Rodgers level, this is where we're at a crossroads. We are at a crossroads. What do we do? It's up to the board of Liverpool to decide now. But we have to pick this up. We have to focus on one game at a time. Our next game is the Champions League game against I think it's PSV. At this point, I don't really care about the Champions League. If Slot wants to field the reserve team against PSV, go ahead, because the focus is on the league right now. And the next league game, like I said, is against West Ham, who are inconsistent as well, but it's up to us to pick up from to really gather together and really fix this thing. We need to, because right now it's a downward spiral. We need to pick this up. What do you guys think? Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, I'll be heading and just so if you're watching this, just so you know, I'm heading over to Japan for a holiday. I'll be in Japan for a couple of weeks. If I am able, I will continue to upload content when I'm in Japan. Obviously, because there's the Liverpool games going on. I hope to be able to watch those games and give you my reaction. So thank you for watching this video. As always, once again, like, comment, share, but most importantly, subscribe, because with your subscription, I will be able to do live streaming. And that's the next step for me for this channel, is to do live streaming. So please like, comment, share, but most importantly, subscribe for more content. Sorry, I'm still recovering from a strep throat. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you and report to you for my next video from Japan. じゃあね。